It's a full house and it's a full grid as our latest F1 World event is just moments away. So have you picked your favourite driver to cheer on? It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of Turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. High up in the Austrian Alps, here we are at Spielberg as these drivers line up under the watchful eye of the giant steel bull. The history of this track, the legacy of Red Bull and the Red Bull Ring really need no introductions. Now, Anthony Davidson, take me back to when you first made your debut and give us some practical advice today for our F1 World debutante.
Well, yeah, I mean, Crofty, it can be an intimidating time, definitely rocking up for your first big event like that. But you've got to have faith in your own abilities and have faith in the practice that you've put in at this point. And, you know, I would say above anything else, just go out there and enjoy it. And try to finish unscathed as well. Easier said than done when it's your first big competition. Just keep your nose clean and get through to the end. That's the best advice I can give.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
as they last. I love you guys.
Oh yes, you made that look easy. Well done.
A fantastic team effort then to secure victory here in the Styrian Alps.
A great display of dominance today, Crofty, by this driver. They led from lights out to the flag at the end, led every lap of the race. Brilliant stuff by them, and excited to see what more they can do in future races.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way onto the podium now. Well, it's been glory for some, less so for others. But who knows? The tables might turn next time out. Plenty more races to come this season, so join us again. It's F1 World.
Nice one. You've just earned an upgrade. Upgrades can be equipped to your F1 World car and will increase your tech level. The higher your tech level, the more events you'll be able to take on, so it's important to equip upgrades whenever you can. Upgrades can be equipped in the garage, so it's worth going there now to equip your new upgrade. When you're equipping a new team member, you need to provide them with a contract. Each contract bestows a bonus mod upon that team member and lasts for a fixed number of events. When that contract expires, all of that team member's mods will be disabled until you give them a new contract. Note that if you replace a team member or their current contract is destroyed, no matter how many events were left on it. This icon means that this is a licensed event. Licensed events offer different experiences based on your chosen license level. Clean driving grants access to higher license levels, but incurring warnings and penalties will limit the range of licenses you can use. You can choose which license you drive under from those you have access to. Driving under higher level licenses will deliver a more authentic F1 experience. There are bonuses and benefits to driving under a higher license level, so to progress efficiently in F1 world, it's worth trying to gain a higher license.
We've got more F1 World action for you today. Welcome along, everybody, as we look down at our grid. Who's your driver to follow? Our drivers line up on the grid then, all progressing through their own F1 World journey. But who will taste victory today? So, Anthony Davidson, the season is a long entity. How does your mentality change as we move through the various stages?
Well, we hear some drivers say, oh, it's all over, only after a couple of races, but the seasons are long and there's a lot of points up for grabs these days. So, you know, it's easy to look back and reflect and think, oh, I could have had X amount more points now in the bag. But you can't change that. So focus on what you can control, work with your team the best you can, and just aim for perfection from now on. You know, you can turn things around. That's the reason you're in Formula One, in this competition in the first place, is because of your previous achievements in the sport. So look back at those positive moments rather than what the negatives bring.
Now use DRS. DRS now available. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Okay, copy that.
We have to remember these days. There's no guarantee they're going to last forever. Enjoy them as long as they last. I love you guys.
Oh, you made that look so easy. It was nice and clean, and we took that victory.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
Well, what a thrilling end to an incredible Grand Prix weekend. Our top three finishers should be incredibly happy with what they were able to achieve out there today. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. So even though it might have been a disappointing start to the season for some, there's plenty of time to rise through the rankings as we continue in F1 World.
Welcome to this F1 World event. We have so much to discuss today, and we have plenty to enjoy on track. It's always a favourite on the Formula 2 calendar, Albert Park. It runs to 3.28 miles and 14 turns that will test the drivers. And we welcome you to the Formula 2 commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me for this one, Alex Brundle. It is a sprint race. It is race day. How much can you take from that one-lap pace into our multi-lap contest today?
Well, you've got the grid reversed, giving some drivers who wouldn't normally get it the opportunity to take a win or a podium home. They're going to be looking to snatch that opportunity if at all possible.
Okay, well done. That's 3 clean laps in a row. Beautiful stuff. Keep it going. Right, let's focus now for the rest of the race. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Final lap, push, push. Okay, well we missed out on the target today, didn't we? But on the flip side, I suppose the car's in good shape.
What a great drive. Ritomo Miata takes the checkered flag.
Well, sprint races are basic, aren't they? And that's why we like them. Set them all going and let them have at it. And they really showed the racecraft and pace that you need to win one.
ART, the French team who have been racing since the 90s in various forms of motorsport, are once again back.
Well, what a brilliant day of F1 World action this has been. Following these drivers throughout the season has been an absolute pleasure. So join us again, why don't you, for more action next time.
How much excitement do you need? It is.
Accidents are sometimes hard to avoid on track, we know that, but you can use rewind to fix any mistakes. If only you could do that in life, eh? Let's rewind a few seconds now by pressing the button prompt on your screen. Okay, so you can use the controls to either pause, fast forward or rewind.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward. Good job, nice overtake. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up, well done. For a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Well, you hit the target, and I'll take that, but there were times in that race I didn't think you were going to get to the end.
This has been superlative. It's victory for Alex Dunn.
Have you seen one quite as dominant as that, Jakesy? I'm not sure I have. They led every single lap of that one, lights to flag.
This is it. This is where they all want to be at the end of the race. Here come the top three onto the podium.
And it's been another brilliant F1 World Grand Prix. What a joy it is to follow these drivers throughout the season. So why not join us again next time for more of the same?
Hello there. Welcome to F1 World. We have a great contest ahead. It's great to have your company. Plenty of opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit for these young F2 drivers to show what they can do. The best passing opportunity right up there at turn 1, and we should see plenty of action there. But there's another not long after at turn 4. There are 9 right-handers and 6 left-handers, and the possibility that we could see some flat spots at the tightest of those left-handers, that's turn 10. It's Formula 2, it is the sprint race. I'm Alex Jakes, Alex Brundle is alongside me. Now Alex, there's no mandatory stop in the rules, but this is Formula 2. Anything could happen.
Try to leave reverse in the pit lane if you possibly can. You do not want to be going backwards from the front row of the grid. This is the moment where some drivers are able to snatch points they won't be able to later on.
Was okay, now stay alert for threats around you. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Miata's behind you. They're all fresh softs. Time last lap, 1 minute 46.8.
These days, there's no guarantee they're going to last forever. Enjoy them as long as they last. I love you guys.
Yes, mate, we got the win and you did it cleanly. Incredible.
It was a tough race at times, but they've held on to take a great victory for MP Motorsport today.
Well, whether you love or hate sprints in Formula 1, they definitely deliver. In Formula 2, lovely stuff. Great racing.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be MP Motorsport picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance.
It's been a thrilling day of F1 world action, but there are more to come in the future. So follow us and join us once more as these drivers put themselves through the ultimate test.
Welcome to what Well, Alex, a lot of people say that you're the best co-commentator in the...
Okay, we've been given a time penalty. Focus now for the rest of the race. Nice move, good job. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. Martins is behind you now. They're on fresh softs, and the time last lap, 1:46.6.
We have to remember these days, there's no guarantee they're going to last forever. Enjoy them as long as they last. I love you guys.
That's what I'm talking about. We're all buzzing here on the pit wall. That was super clean, and we got the win.
What
What a fantastic race that was, and an excellent win for MP Motorsport.
I'm coming through, is what they said. Well, they stuffed their car down the inside of the competition. Hard, but also fair. Great respect between competitors, AJ.
And they're making their way onto the podium now. It was a great race for the MP Motorsport team. You have to say, they really deserve to stand on the top step.
Well, what happened on the track today will surely, no doubt, come back to excite us once more. These drivers competing throughout the season and giving us brilliant entertainment. So why not join us again next time for more of the same?
Welcome to your fan zone rooms. These will be your go-to locations for the duration of the active F1 World season. Let's give you a quick tour. This is your room ID, which will help you identify which room you belong to within your chosen fan zones. This area contains details about your fan zone room. You can track your room's membership growth, but also how your room is doing when it comes to earning fan points each F1 World season, and how that compares to other rooms in the same fan zone as yours. This is the activity log. It will display helpful information and important announcements for your room, when collective goals for the room are available to complete, and finally, how all the members within the room are getting on their personal F1 World journeys. To see the members belonging to this room, you can select the members option, have a look and get acquainted.
Hey, I'm Elena. I'll be your agent for your sure to be legendary career in Formula One. You'll see that each driver has a set of driver ratings. These will be tied to you for the entirety of your career and will track your progress. As you perform well out on track, these ratings will improve and feed into various other areas of your journey through F1. We'll cover each rating in more detail later. Your current team needs on this screen to the left. Recognition is a system that the team will use to determine how much R&D responsibility.
Finally, let's do this for real. Sorry it took so long. You know what these legal types are like? Yes, sir. No, sir. Here's 80 pages of needless jargon, sir. Anyway, believe it or not, this is my excited face. Come on, come on. Let me show you what we've got. So, all the usual stuff, merchandising, likeness, blah, blah, blah. But the really juicy stuff is their expectation of you. They need you to challenge yourself all season, be the best you can be, dominate your teammate, become a legend. All that jazz. Now, it's over to you.
Okay, here we are. It's contract time. The team are expecting you to improve as your career evolves. And so am I. Here, we will be setting you a contractual target with the team, so that this progress can be tracked by both parties. Here, you can view your current ratings with your overall rating, or RTG, shown at the top. This is the value that will be used to set your contract target. In order to improve this, you'll need to show your worth at each race weekend. Your current rating has been used as a starting point. Move this slider to set your target for next season. A higher target requires consistently good results at each race weekend, but you'll get more recognition when you sign. Here, you can view your recognition with the team. The higher the target you set yourself, the more recognition you will earn when you sign. More recognition equals more car development. More car development makes car go fast. You know the drill. Remember, if you fail to meet that target, you will lose this recognition bonus, so don't bite off more than you can chew. You can see some basic information on the contract, as well as the number of seasons your contract will last. After this season concludes, you may be offered longer contracts, if the team thinks you deserve one. A longer contract will give another recognition bonus when you sign. There's a few other points for us to go over, but we can leave those until you're settled. I'll leave you to finalize your terms. We're signed. That sounds awesome to say. Time to go crush that target. I'll see you soon. Quickly, before we gear up for the first race this season, a couple of things. Throughout your career, you'll get a lot of important information. Keep an eye on this tab between each race to see what you've been sent. We also have a wonderful team of specialists that will be dedicating some of their time to help us this season. When you have a moment, we should go and get introduced. They don't bite, I promise. Driver Details contains all the important information for your accolades, contracts, rivalries, and driver ratings. Keep an eye on it throughout the season.
Hi mate, Mark here. I'm your engineer for the season ahead, and I'm absolutely buzzing to be working with you. When you're ready, come and see me over in R&D and we can chat about the development of the car. See you soon.
The long wait is over. This is it, a brand new season. And before the show gets well and truly underway, we've got the all-important matter of a free practice session. It's great to be back.
Radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, don't worry about tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we just want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace. Okay, we haven't hit our program targets. Come in and take a look at the data, and if we have time, we'll rerun the program. Car repairs have set us back a little. Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car. Well, what happened? Let me know you're okay.
And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
Okay, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. Okay, take it easy on the car, we can't sustain this level of damage.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action. goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. And alongside me for this afternoon's...
All right, let's have a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, pull the clutch in, hold it there until the start. Okay, clutch out, go, go, go! DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Okay Max, let's be a bit more careful about where and when we use the RS, and let's try and be consistent as you use it moving forward.
Yeah.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
Great start to the year, guys. Really, really good.
Brilliant start to the year. Thank you very, very much.
It's another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen.
To take the win at the first race of the season, now that is important. You get straight in to your competitor's head and they now know that you are the one to beat.
There's room for 3 on their podium, but only ever 1 right at the top. Let the celebrations begin. And for those that have missed the Dutch national anthem, fear not. It's back again, because Max Verstappen is back on the top step. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon. Welcome along to Shanghai, ladies and gentlemen, where it's Chinese Grand Prix weekend. But before we can race, we need to qualify. And who's going to take that coveted pole position? How will our grid line up? We're about to find out. Welcome to qualifying.
Fantastic, you've got pole position.
Help me with that. Thank you, guys.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles per hour with DRS assistance down the back straight before the cars brake into the tight hairpin at turn 14. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Yuki Tsunoda and Norris. Leclerc, Bortoletto. Sainz and Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Piastri, Albon. Esteban Ocon and Stroll. Hulkenberg, Behrman. Pierre Gasly and Isaac Hadjar. Lawson and Jack Doohan rounds off the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And alongside me, a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend. Anthony Davidson. As we all know, every single driver wants to know what's required of them. And in the case of this driver, I think things are pretty stable at the moment. They're doing what the team require.
But that's the thing, as a driver, it's easy to feel like you're the individual. It's all about you. And, you want to further your career the best you can. But you have to have the team hat on as well and play the team game, work with your teammate as best you can. It's not an easy balance to figure out.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, DRS is now available. Okay, Russell's behind you now. They're on fresh softs. Time last lap, 1 minute 46.0. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
Yes, nice. Oh, yeah, we're definitely not the quickest out there today, but we did everything well, strategy as well. Yes.
So with the sprint concluded, join us next time for qualifying and of course the main event, this weekend's Formula One Grand Prix. We'll see you next time. Welcome.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
Well done.
It's time again. And alongside me today, 4...
Quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Yeah, radio check.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. Hamilton's behind you now. They're on fresh softs. And the time last lap, 1:43.6. Okay, Max, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap.
Yeah, all good.
Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. Leclerc behind. They're on fresh softs. Time last lap, 1 minute 42.5. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Very nice.
That was a brilliantly executed race. You made it count at the beginning.
And in the end, there was no Verstappen. Max Verstappen, he takes victory.
And it's always good, Crofty, to get that momentum on your side, and it's really good for your confidence as well. The more confident you are, the further that can take you.
Only 3 can take to the podium, and here they come. But there can only be one on the top step. Your number 1, Max Verstappen. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.